Hi everyone. Today we are talking about Dawn dolls. Dawn and her friends. Now, the Deluxe Reading Company back in 1963 made a number of different type of dolls and toys for children. Well, that company also worked under different names. So it was Deluxe Reading, it was Deluxe, it was Deluxe Topper, and then it was shortened to Topper Toys. Back in 1970, they came out with the Dawn doll, and the Dawn doll is a beautiful little doll and very popular. So the first Dawn dolls that came out were in this little blue and white dress, as you see right here. She had straight blonde hair, the little blue and white dress with a little gold trim belt, and blue shoes. Now there also is an orange version of that same dress, which is it's kind of hard to find because I haven't really found too many of those. And then this is her black friend, and her name is Dale. And then there's Gloria and Long Locks, and I forgot the other one's name. Okay, well, this dress here, the one that you see here, this is her rarest dress, and it's called Pride of the Prom. This dress sells for over $500 if you can find it. It's that rare. It's the rarest of all the Dawn doll clothes. And then in the corner here is Dawn's boyfriend, Gary. And then that's his friend, Van. And then Ron. And then Kevin. So there were only 4 guys made. It's Gary, Dale, Ron, and Kevin. So I did take one and I painted his hair red just to have a different look. And people do like to make oak dolls too. Well, anyway, they came out in 1970 and they were really popular. They were giving Mattel a run for their money. That's how popular the Dawn dolls were. And Mattel, of course, started copying them. They came out with their own line called the Rock Flower dolls. So these are the Rock Flowers. They're a little bit taller. Dawn is 6.5 inches tall, and I think the Rock Flower doll is just a little bit taller. And oh, you can barely hear me. Let me turn up the volume. Can you hear me better now, Beverly? Okay. Well, anyway, this is the Mattel version, and then another bunch of other companies put out look-alike dolls. Like some of these are all just kind of look-alike size. Over in England, they had what they call the Pippa doll, and the thing about the Dawn dolls were they were pocket size. You could put them in your pocket, and they had the fashions were really cute. They went all the way out with the fashions. There was an apartment, like a little accessories with apartment. There was her. She had her own car, which came in 2 different colors. One was blue and one was pink. There was a fashion studio where you could actually put her on the runway and she would walk up and down the runway. And then there was one point where Gary would meet her to a certain point, and then Dawn would continue to the runway and then turn around. Okay, thank you, Beverly. So the fun thing about the Dawn dolls are the fashion. So even the male dolls had an array of fashion. She had her own beauty salon. She had her own poodles, and the poodles came in different colors. This is her friend Denise here. And some of them are kind of rare. They're hard to find. You can see there's the short hair versions, and they came out with some that had gowns. They had wedding gowns and stuff. This is some of my collection. This is not all of my collection. I do have some more in storage, but I don't know exactly how many. But I have some of the newer ones too. Dawn was discontinued in 1973. That's when Topper went out of business. And they actually sold some of the clothes to the Pippa Company. So some of the Pippa Company has some of the clothes. Yeah, I love it too. Thank you, Beverly. And this is, like I said, this is not all of them. I do have some. I do have some of the play sets, like the Miss America pageant one. I have that, and I have the little beauty one. I don't have her car yet. There's still some things I'm missing, but the thing about Dawn is the clothes, and then a lot of people like to do oak ones. Like I made this one here, and this is my Alice in Wonderland Dawn. And then I made this little dress. I was just kind of playing with, this dress is made out of ribbon. So I made like a little ribbon dress for her. I do want to make some more clothes for them eventually. But over here you can see I have a little bit of a nudist colony. I haven't dressed them yet. But the kind of like Barbie, the Dawn doll came with a little booklet. And this is the little booklet. And if you open it up, I'll open it up and show you how it looks. It shows you all the outfits that you could order for Dawn. So she was like Barbie. She was like a mini Barbie. She had an array of outfits. And then on the back side, it showed some of her play sets, like her case. There was a little case. There was a pocket book. Now with this little pocket book, here's a better picture here. There was a window in it, and you could see Dawn's face would stick out. She had a little lounge chair. And there's her beauty salon. Now, actually, this beauty salon was made for another doll. And it's kind of too big for Dawn, actually. But here goes her fashion show. And then there's some more outfits, some of her gowns. You can see her little poodle. She has a black poodle, a white poodle, and a pink poodle. And see, that's Topper Toys. And this was a little music box. You could put her on there and she would spin around. They also had displays where they looked like flowers, and you could put the Dawn doll in between the flowers, and they came in different colors like red and pink and yellow. And I know, Beverly, isn't that funny? That's because they're not dressed yet, you know. And but you know, it's fun playing with the Dawns. I haven't counted how many I have. I have some. The Dawns were remade again by a company called Checkerboard. They reissued the Dawn dolls out. It was kind of like an anniversary thing, and they did a holiday one, and they did play sets, bedroom sets, and stuff like that. The quality was not quite as good as these Dawn dolls, but they're still fun anyway. Actually, she's from that collection. This Denise doll here, she's from that Checkerboard company. The outfits were cute, you know. Actually, I had one where all her hair fell out, but you know, that's what happens sometimes in manufacturing. They use a cheaper array of stuff, but they're still fun, you know. And some of them came with really beautiful gowns. Like she's got really black hair, you know. And this one has her hair is tied up like in a little knot on the top of it, her head. So the thing about the Dawn dolls are fashion, and they're little, and they were cheap. They were like $1.98 when they came out. They were very cheap. So you could buy them. The play sets were a little more expensive, um, and the Pippa doll had her own array of clothes, and a lot of times you find them. They People will dress them in some. They'll dress some of the Dawn dolls and the Pippa doll. Like this here is a rock flower outfit, and it's on a Dawn doll. And it came that way. Usually when you buy them, thrift store or swap meet or eBay or whatever, the clothes are not always the original clothes. Like this is not her original dress. And that's just the way it is. I mean, it's like that with Barbie too. A lot of times it's came out of the kids' closets and stuff like that. I think this doll's name is Diane, if I'm not mistaken. But they're basically the same size. There were even dollar store dolls that were made Dawn size because they were so popular. And even to this day, they're still making dolls that are that similar in size. It's too bad that that they're not making the Dawn dolls anymore because they really are fun. Even if they just did collector lines, just for the collectors. Every year there's a Dawn convention, and members go, and I think it's coming up in 2 weeks, and I think it's in, if I'm not mistaken, Seattle. And oh, they're all getting ready. I have a friend that's in it, Vicky, and she lives out here in California, and she's going. She's a Dawn collector, and she goes to all the Dawn shows. And I talk to her at the Barbie show. I would love for them to do another Dawn convention out here in California and do like a Disney theme. I think that would be really, really fun. Because you could do a lot of things with that. You can go princess. You could go any of the Disney characters, Minnie Mouse. Look at her, she's got beautiful red hair, a little swing to it. And then this one's just a little different. See this red hair. There's some different hair colors and dolls. But I couldn't believe that dress is over $500. That is just amazing to look at that. To think that a little piece of fabric can be worth that much. But that's the way it is with rarity. You can really find something. There's another outfit I have that's rare too. There's a couple of Dawn dolls that I don't have right here. They're in my room. These are the main amount that I have here, but there are still some in the room that are not here. And then clothes too. So a lot of times when you get stuff off of eBay, you get little bags of clothes. And the little bags of clothes has shoes in it. And one of the dolls had hair pieces. So you could put hair pieces on. I'll show it to you in a second here. Let me see. That you could change their hair pieces. Oops, hold on a second. Okay, here we go. So it came with a little long hair, and these usually came with the doll with the short hair like this. And then what you would do is you would clip this part, like a little headband, over her hair. Of course, I can't do it now. And then it would give her like a long fall. And then there was a short curly version that came with it too. You could just give her like a ponytail, and it was like a little curly ponytail. And that you could just hook onto the back of the head. So some of those were like that. And then you get the shoes, like a lot of little Dawn colored shoes. They came in white and blue and yellow and pink and green. And Gary had shoes too, and his were white, black, brown. Um, this was the more common Gary. Like this was the outfit that you would most commonly see him in. He's got that red zigzag. It's red and yellow zigzag shirt, and then red pants, and then black shoes. And then there were dancing ones where you would move their arm and stuff, and that you could make them dance. They had a whole collection of the dancing ones, and those were fun. And Long Locks is known for her really long hair. So she's one of my favorite because I like the long hair. So she's called Long Locks, and she's one of Dawn's friends. And then this one came with braids. She has two little braids. It's very cute. Did you have Dawn when you were little? Did you play with Dawn? Yeah, every time I see one like in a store or something that's that size, I grab it. I say, oh, this is Dawn's size. I do have the Lori house. Have you seen the Lori house? Well, that perfectly fits the Dawn dolls. And if you go on to George's site, there's a collector named George. He has everything. Everything he buys, it's brand new in the package, and then he takes it out and then displays it. That's kind of what his fun is, doing. Hi, Victoria. We're talking about Dawn dolls. So I'm just showing some of my collection. I was requested to do a Dawn video by Chris. So, and then I'm showing other knockoff, like these over here are the knockoff dolls. Rock Flower by Mattel. Yeah, I know. I love Dawn too. She's just amazing. And like I said, I don't have all of mine here. There's some that are in storage. I have quite a few in storage, but I don't know how many, to be honest with you. I do want to eventually get her car. I don't have her car. I'd like to have that. And preferably the pink one, but maybe the blue one too for her boyfriend could have the blue one and Dawn could have the pink one, or vice versa. And I have her beauty pageant, but I don't have the cape that she wears, that gold cape with the white trim. That's another thing on my wish list. But they're hard to find, you know. But yeah, my friend, he gave me this one here, and this is her rarest outfit. Over 500 bucks if you get it off of eBay. It's the #1 rare outfit for Dawn. I have another one that's rare too, but it's not here right now. And then the thing is now with the Dawn dolls, when you find them, most of them have the green leg disease. And what that was caused by the metal that was in the legs. So almost every single Dawn will have those. That, when you find them, you'll see that green in there. And there's no way of getting it out because it's something that they put metal in those dolls, and there's the plastic that was in there. They did make several cases also for the Dawn dolls. This is just one that I have right here, and it has real fun artwork on it. And then inside, when you open it up, it has a little place where you could put clothes and stuff. And this one has a three Dawn doll. You could put Dawn and two of her friends in there. And then some of them are bigger. You can put more in there. And there was no case that was for Gary, but a lot of other companies put out cases too. So a lot of times there was a doll called Mickey. You'll find those cases too, and sometimes you'll find Dawn dolls in them because I guess a lot of times mothers didn't know. They said, "Oh, this looks like that doll," and there were also little mannequins, and the little mannequins usually were sold in the fashion packs, and you could put her clothes on it, so you could display it like that. So I got a bunch of those too. I just don't have any room for those. But I keep them if I ever do displays. I like to put them up and set them up, you know. But yeah, the Dawn dolls are really, really fun. And one of these days, I would love to go to the Dawn convention because they have so much fun and people are so creative. They make some of the most creative things. And for me, it's the outfits. You know, when you look at Dawn's outfits, they're just really cute. You know, they have little stewardesses, like, and he's like a little steward. He comes with a little hat and a little briefcase and a little flight log. Really cute. And then it's like a beautiful little blue dress. You know, they really went out their way. And then some of them are like, you know, what modern girls wear. And they have little pantsuits and stuff like that. This is a really cute one. With me too, it's like a lot of it's about the fabrics. So they use different fabrics and trims and stuff. But coming that it was from the 70s, it had that 60s, 70s kind of modish look. This one here, she has orange hair. So those are fun, you know. And this one is not, this is just a doll size. And even Disney came out with dolls that are that size. So some of the more popular Disney dolls are almost the same size. They're a little bit bigger, just a tiny bit, but it's enough where you could still play with them. Yeah, like a lot of people, they call them mini Barbies. And a lot of times when you would buy collections like from the 70s, there would be one or two Dawn dolls or outfits inside the box. And a lot of times people would use um, her as Barbie's little sister. So they would say, "Oh, this is Barbie's little sister Dawn," and I used to do that myself. Me and my sister would play dolls, and I had my Big Jim camper, and my sister had the Barbie camper, and we'd go rolling around, and we put Big Jim was married to Malibu Barbie, and then Dawn was their little daughter. So we used to do little scenarios like that, just playing, having fun. That was back in the 70s. We were teenagers. Hey, but that's okay. I'm 57 and I'm still playing with dolls, so it's not going to stop. It's my first love. It's not hurting anybody, and this is my drug of choice. So, people like what they like, and this is what I like. Yeah, there is a Dawn convention, and I think it's in 2 weeks, and I think it's in Seattle, Washington this year, I think. Um, every year, I think they have it like in a different state, and they have a good time, and they have all kinds of prizes and games that they do. And yeah, I know we all have doll pox, or in this case, we have Dawn pox. You know, yeah, she's special. She really is just a special little doll. And look at this, all the little outfits. I think this is a really cute little outfit. Look at that little dress. Isn't that cute? You just can't beat her. And then this one is real cute too. Yeah, look at that. And the Dawn dolls have gotten expensive now. So, they're getting older. They're getting rarer to find. But every once in a while, if you keep looking, you'll find something. You know. And I just found the case that I'm going to display them in. It's a CD case, and it's about 5 feet tall, and it's about a little over a foot and a half wide, and the shelves are adjustable. So I just spray painted it, and I'm going to put some that scrapbook paper in it to use as wallpaper. And I think I'm going to display some of the Dawn dolls in that, because it's nice to have them displayed, and it's worth it, you know. So anyway, I just wanted to share my Dawn collection, and I did this for Chris because Chris wanted to see it. He wanted me to do a video on Dawn. So I wish they would come out with Dawns again. I think there was so much more that they could do. You know, they could make different cultures, they could make different fashions, they could, you know, bring her back to life. But and I guess it's one woman that owns it, and I guess she probably thinks that the market may not be, you know, good, but the doll market is good right now. So this would be like the perfect time to come out with Dawn dolls. You're welcome, Victoria. All right, well, I'm going to say good afternoon to everyone and have a good day, and I hope that you enjoy my Dawn collection. Have a good day.